in this session we'll be looking at what is public key cryptography. We know what is symmetric key cryptography, but we are going to take a look at what is asymmetric key cryptography now. A quick recap of symmetric key cryptography. In symmetric key cryptography, the sender and the receiver, say we have a receiver and the sender, both will share the same key. The sender will encrypt the message using this key, and then he will send it. The receiver will use the same key and then he will decrypt that message. So this is with respect to symmetric key cryptography. Whereas in today's session we are going to look at what is asymmetric key cryptography or public key cryptography. So here the main theme is we are not going to use the same key for encryption and decryption. We are going to use two different keys. Say if the message is encrypted using R, it will be decrypted using the key K. So that is the concept. That's why we say it's asymmetric. We are going to use two different keys for encryption and decryption. Let's understand public key cryptography or asymmetric key cryptography using an animation. Let's consider two users, and these two users are communicating using an insecure communication channel. What do you mean by an insecure communication channel? The channel is prone to be scanned by third parties. And in public key cryptography, an user will have two keys. For instance, let's take user A. Let's take a look at the two keys of user A. One is the public key. This public key is open to all. Anyone can know the public key of an user. So that's why I've pasted it here. This hacker knows the public key of user A, and this user also knows the public key of user A. A public key is open to all, known to all. Whereas the private key, the another key this user has is a private key, and it is very private to user A. Only user A knows this private key. And now let's take a scenario. Let's assume that user B wants to send a message. Let's assume that the message is B. Say user B wants to send a message B to user A. What he does is he takes this plain text message B and uses the public key of user A and encrypts B to 4. Say this is the ciphertext and this is the plain text. So user B takes the plain text, encrypts that to the ciphertext using the public key of user A, and he sends the ciphertext 4 to user A. And now user A can decrypt. How will he decrypt this? He will use his private key and he will decrypt it to get the original plain text P. So for decryption we use the private key, whereas for encryption the public key of the user is being used. This hacker, he will be able to see the ciphertext 4, but he will not be able to decrypt it because he will not know the private key of this user. Only the private key can decrypt that ciphertext. So the hacker will not be able to get the plain text, and this kind of a communication or this kind of an encryption and decryption strategy is known as public key cryptography or asymmetric key cryptography. Why we say it is asymmetric key cryptography? Because we are using two different keys. One is a public key, another is a private key. A key that is used for encryption is not as same as the key that is used for decryption. So this is the theory behind it. Public key cryptography or asymmetric key cryptography is a system that uses a pair of keys. So public key, as per the animation, we know it's open to all, known to all, whereas private key is very private to the user. And in such a system, whenever a person wants to send an ciphertext, what he does is he takes the public key of the user and then he encrypts that and he sends it to that user. And that user will use his private key and decrypt that message. So that is the concept behind public key cryptography. We'll be looking at two algorithms in public key cryptography, that is Elgamal cryptosystem and RSA, in our coming sessions. I hope you all have understood what is public key cryptography. Thank you.